You're about to discover the best cities in Georgia, a country of diverse culture, rich history, and unique artifacts. Georgia is one of the oldest countries in the world. It is a multi-ethnic country with beautiful monuments of architecture and mesmerizing nature. There are about 300 mountains and a coastline on the Black Sea with various sea resorts. Georgia has 1,000 years of an unbroken tradition of winemaking, which is proven by multiple archaeological excavations and historical facts. The modern world recognized Georgia as the homeland of wine. But what is the best city in Georgia to live in nowadays? Let's get into it. My name is Lika Tsintsabadze. I'm a business and immigration attorney in TbIlisi, Georgia, and you're watching an exclusive miniseries with Nomad Capitalist. Today we will discuss two cities, TbIlisi and Batumi, and their comparison. Living in TbIlisi can be both a pleasant and overwhelming experience. Generally, it is a very easy city to live and work in, but it has its challenges. TbIlisi perfectly portrays the contrast between European and Asian cultures shown in lifestyle and traditions. It offers a way of life similar to other European cities, but still represents its culture tied deep in its history. TbIlisi has always been distinguished by urban customs, urban jurisdiction, and traditional exceptions. TbIlisi is welcoming and people are super generous. English is widely spoken, especially among young generations, which makes it easy to meet locals. Also, your social network will instantly expand if you learn a bit of Georgian. There is no lack of activities to keep you occupied, from nightlife to visiting museums and galleries to cafes in trendy Vera district. TbIlisi is super efficient, especially for digital nomads, and it is a center for making business. Renting an apartment or office here is relatively easy. Now let's talk about the second most popular city, Batumi. Batumi is located in Ajara, western Georgia. There are many multi-apartment tall buildings, even taller than TbIlisi, and to me it's just lost its coziness as a resort. It is a wonderful seaside city with rocky beaches and attractive surroundings, beautiful tropical nature. It is very popular not only across the republic but also across the region. The city is full of tourists and it is super crowded, super noisy, and you can feel that due to many cars and traffic, the air is super polluted. Batumi is nice for summer trips, but I do not recommend it for doing business and long-term living, especially in winter when everything sort of stops working and it becomes super chill. Even renting business works just for summertime, maximum of 4 months. So overall, living-wise, I recommend TbIlisi. Now, if you're living in TbIlisi, we need to talk about weekend getaways, as they are growing rapidly around here. Beyond the city, various resorts and sightseeing spots are only a day's trip away. The places you can visit are diverse, and that's what makes them so amazing. You can see the breathtaking landscape of the Caucasus Mountains, tour centuries-old cave villages and monasteries, or visit interesting towns. If you rent a car, you can easily visit all the sites independently and spend as much time as you wish in each of them, or you can just take a tour. Now I will share with you some of the best spots. Let's start with Mtskheta, as it is probably the easiest Tbilisi day tour since the town is located right outside of the capital. Mtskheta was the capital of the ancient kingdom of Iberia between the 3rd century BC and the 5th century AD. During that period, Georgia adopted Christianity, making it one of the oldest Christian countries. Today, Mtskheta is one of the most important places for Georgians, and it is a part of the UNESCO World Heritage List. The most important attraction of Mtskheta is the Gudauri monastery from the 6th century, located high above the city, from where you can see the whole town and the intersection of the Gudauri and Telavi rivers. Other places to see in Mtskheta include Svetitshoveli Cathedral and other even more old monasteries. Mtskheta itself is a nice place to visit and a perfect escape from the hustle of Tbilisi. Also, it has tons of restaurants where you can enjoy Georgian cuisine. Next, and my favorite, is Kakheti. Kakheti is located east of Tbilisi and is known mostly for its wine. Most of the Georgian wine production comes from this area. Georgian wine gets more and more recognition all over the world, and it is popular for a reason, since the winemaking tradition in Georgia is thousands of years old. The wine is kept in kvevri, large earthenware vessels hidden in the ground to keep the temperature steady. If you would like to get to know the winemaking tradition in Georgia and taste the local wine, there is no better place to do it than the Kakheti region. There are many luxury hotels that you can book and enjoy in any part of Kakheti, like Tsinandali, Signaghi, Telavi, and so forth, with their wonderful nature and beautiful surroundings. You can also visit Vardzia or Akhaltsikhe town with a beautifully renovated Rabati castle. Now, for winter resorts lovers, we have various spots in Georgia, like Kazbegi, Bakuriani, Gudauri, Sairme, and so forth. You probably have seen iconic pictures of the old church with the dramatic mountains in the background. That's Kakheti Trinity Church in Kazbegi. Kazbegi is home to some of the coolest hiking tracks around. It's also a photographer's paradise with rolling mountains and remote villages. Not to mention the road itself. The famous Georgian military highway is one of the most panoramic roads you'll ever see. While the church itself is a beautiful example of the architecture in Georgia, the main reason to come here is the breathtaking view over the Caucasus Mountains. You might also need to go to Borjomi and Bakuriani. Borjomi, the famous spa town, is well known all over the world thanks to its popular mineral waters that you can even buy outside of Georgia. But this is not the only reason to visit the place. Borjomi has beautiful nature and is a primary spot for families. One of the biggest attractions of Borjomi is taking the local small train to the neighbor ski resort, Bakuriani. Skiing is quite developed in Bakuriani and Gudauri, with lots of facilities and attractions. Along the way, you can enjoy a beautiful landscape with valleys and forests. There are tons of beautiful and interesting places to visit in Georgia, so if you would like to hear more about it, let us know in the comment section and we'll be happy to record another video.